Hey y'all, and we're back with Big Black. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. From my strong ass. From my strong ass. Obsessed is an overstatement. Obsessed is an understatement. Ooh, look. They believe me now. They believe that this person really is obsessed with me. Shit, all these people. They came for my kids. They did magic on them too. Paying crackheads to follow me around town for something they was trying to steal from me. Whole time it's my birthday, my birthright. They tried to steal from me. They tried to steal what's mine. And they lost everything for coming for me. They not telling the truth, but I am. Literally wanted to take everything from me, including my life. Exactly. Exactly. Somebody that's remote viewing me, or was, Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie want to say something. Ooh, that's why they remote viewing me, or somebody was remote viewing me for that person. A kitchen witch was remote viewing me for this person that's sick, remember? And they finding out that the universe has my back. And that I'm walking, breathing karma. Rhonda, that's what she finding out. Shame on you, they said. Shame on you, Rhonda. Now she trying to block my social media and stuff because my video was blowing up talking about her fake ass Bible thumping ass. Her Black Widow ass. I was the only one who didn't know what was going on. Guess what? Now it's a new sheriff in town. Now, shame on you. Shame on you. And I know I got a potty mouth behind this camera, but you got to think about the energy. This is very nasty energy. I mean, I make light of the situation because I don't care. But just imagine if this was your first time going to get a reading and you found out that this is what was going on behind your back. This is what your family was planning for you behind your back. I don't think you would have nothing good to say either. And that's what I was saying earlier in the first video. The way I can chew these people up, and I choose not to. I choose my words wisely, and I'm sure they're surprised about that, because I'm telling you, I could eat these bitches up. Do you hear me? And they know that, but I'm not gonna do it. Is you cool, ho? I'm cool. Is you cool, ho? Because this is not a motherfucking game. Ain't nobody playing with you, baby. Ain't nobody playing with you, especially not my Egyptian ancestors. They not playing. They rocking your shit. Ooh, they talking to Vicky. Ooh. Fortune favored the bond. She works with these people to get some type of fortune. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, fool. Somebody doing heart attack spells. It say, mark my words. Akashic Records is available to me. Only thing I got to do is take a spiritual bath. Or not somebody trying to take a spiritual bath. Maybe they was trying to get into my Akashic Records. It was some type of experiment. What's this? Misery loves company. They was trying to make me miserable so I would be company with them. But I got bigger fish to fry. I'm worried about other shit. Somebody had true, or they knew this true love was coming in. That's why they wanted me to be miserable with them. This mama, this Black Widow that we've been speaking of. We already seen her name, Rhonda. It was an ancient battle over lifetime. I've been battling this hoe for centuries. I released my ex and these people kept it on the down low, or I released him because he was on the down low, and my ancestors told me that. They tried to sacrifice me as their initiation into the group. They told me that too. A bitter Betty. Rhonda. Phone tapped. A bitter Betty phone tapped. What's this? Archangel Jeremy L. Watch your food, drink poison. Watch what you consume. Trapped you with a baby. So let's see what we got going on in Big Black. Somebody talking about somebody who had a voodoo doll on me because they wanted to. They weren't. Child. Vicky, shame on you. This person that trapped me with a baby, his phone is tapped. Rhonda tried to snatch my soul. They worked together. Phone tapped. These people is surprised I'm still alive. This Black Widow, she's surprised I'm still alive. She hella jealous and envious at the fact that her magic isn't working. Shame on you, my ancestor said. All because you want to be jealous and envious. My own mama, my own so-called mama, This person trapped me with a baby, or he tried to, wanted to, or maybe somebody did. What's that? Oh. Baby dad was coached. So he was coached on how to trap me with a baby. And now he trying to block my social media because I'm exposing that ass on the intranet. Good luck. God he gonna make sure this shit get out. Ain't nobody playing with you. Ain't nobody playing with you. Okay? Tricks is for kids, ho. I only play at the park. This don't look like a park to me. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Slim Thick. Somebody Slim Thick got the poker face. Slim Thick poker face. Heart is light as a feather. Exactly. Oh, they said I got the poker face. You damn right. What do I got to be worried about? It ain't no poker face. I really don't have nothing to be worried about. I really don't care about you hoes. Only time I'm gonna care is when I find out that you're dead or in jail. That's the only time you're gonna get a reaction out of me. And I'm gonna be shouting for joy and rejoicing the Most High God and thanking him for handling my dirty work, for getting down and allowing me to get down to the bottom of this. And then after that, I'm gonna continue to go on about my day and not have to worry about you raggedy hoes doing spell work on me in the background. Say that shit with your chest. Left ear ringing. They was all jealous of my beauty. You should have checked yourself before you wrecked yourself, fool. Now look what you done did, trying to be jealous of what somebody looked like. Like I put my face together myself and said, do. Make sure I come out like this and printed it on a scanner and fell out of vagina. Like, how you mad at something that I can't control? It's not my fault God made me beautiful. The fuck? And you think you gonna punish me for being pretty? Weird bitches. Weird hoes. And that's exactly why you lost everything for coming for me. That's what you get. Fortune favored the bond head asses. Look, then we got the daddy right here. Ronald regret everything he said and did. Because what he tried to take from me was mine. They tried to... It's mine. That's like you paid your car off after, what, 6 years? I don't know how much a car payment is. I haven't had a car payment in like over 10 years. So if you say you got a car payment, you paid it off, and then they come and try and repo your shit. You'll be like, what the... I paid for that. I worked hard to provide the money to make those payments so that I could pay this car off. And y'all think y'all just gonna come get my shit? Hell no. You gonna get your car back, and you might even take them to court for the hassle. They doing spell work to make me sexually confused. I don't know if this fell out of whatever, but we're gonna put that back. Or maybe he said that I like girls and they was doing spell work in the background. That's why he regret what he said and did. He regret doing these isolation spells. Remember the boat that came out in the first read, 8:18 on the clock? He regret trying to isolate me so that I didn't get what was mine. What's going on with Ronald? He trying to take a spiritual bath. Somebody that traveled, collaborated, is warrants and subpoenas on that ass. Something about somebody trying to take a when I took my spiritual bath and I removed and washed away all, this must be my first spiritual bath that I took, and I removed and released all of that negativity, and I sent back that spell work that they were sending me. And I had that, I told y'all this about two times before, baby. When I say I cried, when I say I cried to the Most High God, and I asked him to cleanse and to purify me, and I just couldn't do nothing but thank him for opening and awakening my eyeballs to what was hidden to me, baby. I'm telling you, I about in that tub for about 2 hours. I'm not joking. When I first found this shit out, that's what I felt. Just everything was like a bomb, like I mean, it wasn't that bad though. But it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unfucking believable. Cousin Cam, maybe he trying to take a spiritual bath, or he need one. I don't think it's gonna help, but whatever. Horus on that ass. My Akashic records is available to me. Horus said, Horus the one who told me to disconnect. Period. Or they was trying to disconnect me from Horus. They should have checked themselves. I'm nobody's victim. They thought I was an easy target. All because they was jealous of my beauty. What's Horus got for me to know? Miss Jackie want to tell me about somebody remote viewing me. It was Operation Mockingbird. That's why I'm guarded to these people. Or somebody that's remote viewing me was a part of this talking shit about me. Now this person is guarded because these people said that I slept around for money. You got to pay to play just for Shorty Bang Bang to look your way. And this person is finding out that these people was just lying on me because they was jealous of me. They wanted, now they want their money back. I'm cracking up. This narc mom is the one who told everybody that I was an easy target. Now this person that was remote viewing me want their money back. Horus said a hit dog will holler. Who hollering? Horus. Who hollering? They hollering because they not telling the truth, but I am. I'm telling y'all the real. They lied. I promise you they lied. A hit dog will holler. Who hollering? Somebody that's fighting for their life. That's who hollering. Because they should have watched what they consume. Ooh, should have watched who you listen to, because I'm John Wick. The audacity to come for me when my Akashic records is available to me and my heart is light as a feather. You gonna come for me? I'm John Wick. I slay everything. The audacity. Warrants and subpoenas for this person that traveled. Period. Some elites. Or maybe I'm gonna have to travel for this court case. Everybody that collaborated, warrants and subpoenas. I win, you lose. Maybe because I'm elite. This person, they led everybody to the slaughter. Everybody that worked with them, they led them to the slaughter. They was watching me and the popo was watching them. Now it's warrants and subpoenas for that ass, because it's a powerful soul in this meat suit. And these people is only sorry because they got caught. If they would have got away with it, I would have just been never thought about again. They just would have been living their best life, partying or whatever. And my ancestors said we turning them every which way but loose, because when they called me, I answered. The fuck? I answered when they told me that somebody wanted me to be a side piece and that they was isolating me in order to get the job done so that they could steal what was mine. The nerve. My ancestors called and that phone rang one time, okay? It wasn't even a full ring before. Hello? Ancestors? What's that? Akashic records? What's that? Magic? What's that? And that's when I went down the rabbit hole. I mean, I'm still down there, but I mean, I'm home now. I mean, I'm comfortable. But I mean, baby, when they called me and they told me all this shit, I'm on the other line of they on the phone to pick your mouth up, baby. Pick your mouth up. We got you. We gonna walk you through it, but we gotta tell you what's going on so you can know what to do. That's when they told me to take that spiritual bath. And it's so crazy, I promise you. Tarot is not what people make it out to be. In my weary days, when I first got on this journey and I went to the store, they didn't have no herbs for me to take a spiritual bath. The lady had made salt baths or whatever, and I bought one of those. And on Neff on YouTube, 1411 Spiritual Court TV is her YouTube name. Her name is Neff, but that's her YouTube name. When I tell you that lady, she done recited. Now I don't know her. I had just started watching tarot. When I say she recited my prayer word for word, and then when I took that salt bath, she knew I took a salt bath. She was like, I'm hearing a salt bath. Somebody took a salt bath, and she recited my prayer. You can't tell me that's how I knew I wasn't tripping. Because how would people, I don't even know where she lives. I've never met that lady. How would she be telling my story? How would she know what I was talking to God about if God didn't tell her to relay that message to me as confirmation that I'm not tripping? When I tell you I love this shit, when I tell you it saved my life, I mean literally saved me from death. Like literally. Whether it was they was doing it spiritually or they were actually sending real life hitman that they paid to come sniper me out. Literally, spirituality, realizing who God really is and that I am actually God. This is what saves my life. That's why I'm confident, because I believe it, because I know it works. It happened to me. I see the difference, and guess what? God told me what to do. He told me what would happen if I did what he told me to do. And guess what? Them blessings is coming in, baby. Because I stayed to my course. I did what the fuck I was supposed to do. That's why there is no poker face. Ain't nobody playing with you. Snake. You's a snake. Stole my identity and been living fat ever since. Shame on you. The snake. Somebody was a snake to a white witch. And now I'm using my white magic, which is absolutely nothing except for talking to God, to defeat your ass while you over here mixing shit up, going in books, calling practitioners and scheduling shit and paying for stuff. I don't even got to do all that, and I'm beating you. I don't got to do nothing but say, God, can you please just handle this from all enemies known and unknown? I don't know what they're doing, but something doesn't feel right. Ancestors, can you go check it out for me and handle it how you see fit? That's all I got to do. And then your life be like, poof, poof, poof. Them bombs you thought you was dropping in my life, the bombs that's gonna drop in your life, baby, you gonna wish you would have never, you gonna wish you would have never snaked me. You gonna have to brace for impact. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. Poof, poof, poof. Take shelter, take cover. Somebody might golf. What's going on with these elites? What's the elites? These elites got to sit down or lay down because they was doing death magic. I'm elite and they was doing death magic on me as a revenge plot. Or some elites knew about some revenge plot. The elites planned the revenge plot. They knew I was an elite, so they tried to take revenge out on me as a way of, planning out a experiment. Now the people they worked with is all looking at them. So these elites is the people with the revenge plot. They got to lay down or sit down. This mama, remember, she worked with the elites, with the CIA, for the original contract. For this revenge plot, and they was doing death magic. They got to sit down or lay down. What's going on with this revenge plot? Because what they did was forbidden. That's why it was blocked. All these agents of chaos that was all obsessed, they got to sit down or lay down. Because look at me, solving my own case using my psychic powers. And who gonna tell me this ain't what they did? Who gonna tell me this ain't what they did? Because I have no problem pulling cards on you to see if you come out in this same energy saying that you did this same thing. Let me know. It will be my pleasure to give you a personal read and see that if what I said about you come out for you personally. Ain't nobody gonna do that though, because they know I'm not lying. All right, 1833 on the claw, on the claws. 1833 on the claws. What's going on with Ronald here? He's been wanting me to self-sabotage for years. Remember, he get madder every time I wake up. It's bad news. I'm cracking up. I'm cracking up. What's the bad news? I'm cracking up. It's bad news that these people want their money back. They thought I was an easy target. This narc mom and this romance told this, that's what this narc mom told this romantic lover that I don't have kids with. I'm nobody's victim. They can't take me out. Now they want their money back. They've been trying to get me to self-sabotage for years. These people been doing this to me for years. And I fooled the fools that thought they was fooling me. Thanks to my Egyptian ancestors riding for me and having my back. Now these people got to brace for impact because I'm nobody's victim. All these people that tried to snatch my soul. So tell me more about these elites. Ronald is the hit dog that's hollering. And this mama. These elites stole my identity, or they knew that these people stole my identity for years. They was doing heart attack spells, and now my spirit team is on go. Because they've been hiding their true selves my whole life. A bitter Betty bitch. Been hiding and doing heart attack spells in the background. They tried to sacrifice me as their initiation into the group. This bitter Betty bitch that was doing heart attack spells on me, they was supposed to take me out and be a part of the group with these elites. They wanted me stuck in the past, or this person is stuck in the past. What's this disconnect? I disconnected from these. That's exactly why I disconnected from these people. My Akashic Records is available to me. Horus is the one who enlightened me to disconnect from these people. Not a hit dogs is hollering, because I found out what they did, and I disconnected from them because you did this to me. I'm guarded because of what they did to me in the past. Exactly. That's why I don't fuck with these people. Once you know what's going on, the magic don't work no more. Exactly what I just said, and I ain't even look at the cards. They not telling the truth, but I am. They was all money hungry. Remember, fortune favored the bond. They all worked together being money hungry, and it's so crazy. They stealing from me for years, but you asking me to borrow money. I never had no ill will for none of these people. Is you cool, ho? No, they was trying to make me miserable like them. Miss Jackie want me to know that. Maybe Miss Jackie got something to say. These people only sorry because they got caught. What Miss Jackie want me to know? I done seen her name too many times. What you got to say, baby? Ooh, she's still on your ass. Miss Jackie said this person got HIV/AIDS. I'm walking, breathe. Oh, they tried to give me HIV/AIDS, and I'm walking, breathing karma. They put my news on the dark web. A kitchen witch. They was watching me, and the popos was watching them. They watching me to put me on the dark web to get money off of me, and the popos was watching them. They led everybody they work with to the swindler, to the slaughter. These warrants and subpoenas for everybody that works for this person that traveled, everybody that tried to pull a fast one on me. Yeah, all y'all phones is tapped. You should have checked yourself before you wrecked yourself, because it's a powerful soul in this meat suit. That's why they got to sit down or lay down, because they can't beat me. They got to sit down or lay down. This experiment, lay that shit to rest. It's over with. The people they worked with is looking at them now. They finding out that it was an experiment to get initiated into a group. And these people was refusing to take accountability. Mark my words, for somebody who had a voodoo doll, mark my words, what's going to happen to this person with this voodoo doll? They have become the devil they keep trying to attach to me. Again, the audacity. I'm John Wick, bitch. Let me shuffle. I swear I just shuffled, didn't I? And them cards still together. I'm John Wick, bitch. I'm John Wick, and they thought I was an easy target whole time. The universe has my back. Ooh-wee. They refusing to take accountability. This Black Widow, the bitter Betty. The spell work over me been broke. That's why they got a brace for impact. 3-2-2-3. Everything is being mirrored back to them. This romantic lover that I don't have kids with, he tried to fool me and I fooled him. Fooled the fools that thought they was fooling you. This the one fighting for his life. This person who said I had a baby by him and I really don't. He the one who stole my identity. He the one who been living fat ever since he stole my identity. That's the one that stole a house and money from me. Money, cars, houses, etc. The universe has my back. That's why he's fighting for his life. Ooh, get out my head. Psych, no, I was just saying that. That's the person with the freak accident. Maybe that's the car accident. It's courthouse drama, because these people finding out that he was just holding a grudge. Ooh, somebody will pass away. Somebody in the medical field was holding a grudge. Courthouse drama with this narc mom. Egyptian ancestors on that ass. Holding a grudge because I stepped into my power. So they said I had an STD. They said I had HIV/AIDS. I'm cracking up. Somebody just wanted me to be codependent, or they wanted me to be codependent, and I already learned that lesson. Remember, I was the only one who didn't know that this is what these people was doing. What's going on with this medical field? There's a new sheriff in town. Fortune favored the bond. These people should have checked themselves before they wrecked themselves. They was not somebody throwing rocks and hiding their hands. About the voodoo doll, oop, this is who I was talking to with that mark, or they was talking to you about the mark my words. I'm too strong for this shit. You lost everything for coming for me. Whoever this person is in the medical field that's trying to throw rocks and hide their hand, that they was doing heart attack spells for or with this Black Widow. Mark my words. Somebody was a sex worker. That's why, or they said I was a sex worker when I left him. There was just a demon using low vibrational people around me. It was a failed sacrifice. Trying to sacrifice me by saying that I got AIDS and I sleep around for money. I'm cracking the fuck up. Mark my words, almost don't count. Oh, we almost was able to humiliate her. Almost. If only she wasn't alive. Misery loves company. Somebody wanted me to be miserable with them. So they went around saying that I had AIDS because they have it. So they went around saying that I have it and I gave it to them because I sleep around for money. And I must have got it from somebody that I was sleeping with that paid me. And I brought it back to them and they don't understand. They loved me. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. Somebody will pass away and they only sorry because they got caught. My ancestors is turning them every which way but loose. Somebody will pass away. A snake that came for the white witch. This person that was remote viewing me, or for remote viewing me, they was hiding their true selves. Spirit team on go. Ooh, we turning them which way but loose. Voodoo doll. I'm a high priestess. That's why these people lost everything for coming for me. Because remember, my Akashic records is available to me. I know what they did and I know how to get out of it. My Egyptian ancestors is on this narc mom ass for getting this voodoo doll on me. She knew. Courthouse drama. This voodoo doll is why they got courthouse drama. Ooh, that voodoo doll tearing their asses up. Guarded. Courthouse drama. Because they was money hungry. They not telling the truth, but I am. Somebody, I asked my gods, and they told me that these people was money hungry. And how they wanted me to self-sabotage. Exactly. Exactly. Once you know what's going on, the magic don't work no more. That's why it's courthouse drama. Because I know what these people did. I know how they tried to use magic to win, to take me over. And they right in the middle of this court case trying to get this money. And now that the FBI and the police is involved, that's why it's courthouse drama. Because I'm waking everybody up. I'm removing the illusion. Me telling the truth is removing the lies. And the fact that these people can't combat what I'm saying. Courthouse drama. Period. This community is surprised I'm still alive. I can't believe the magic isn't magicking. I can't believe the spell work isn't spelling. The voodoo doll done turned on them. The voodoo doll worked for me too. The voodoo doll on my side. Whatever they poking and prying into this voodoo doll doing to it, that's what's happening to these people. Almost don't count. You almost got away with it. That's why they can't believe I'm still alive. Because they almost got away with it. As if almost ever counted. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Anything else? What's this? The universe, period. The universe has my back, period. A kitchen witch led everybody to the slaughter. Everybody that I worked with. They was watching them. They was watching me, and the popo was watching them. This romantic lover and this kitchen witch. Your mom has always been your biggest hater. Just money hungry. Just for the love of money. They lost everything for coming for me. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, fool. There's a new sheriff in town. And I'm a strong ass motherfucking high priestess. These elites didn't know that I was a high priestess. Ask your gods. High priestess, ask your gods. Weird, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Weird how these people was doing all this in the background. Talking all this shit about me. Whole time. Do it get any better? You would think that these people would have appreciated me. So just this is what I was thinking about. Just think about it like this. Okay. As a kid, you grow up and you watch these movies with these superhumans and people with superpowers or everything. You know, they call it superpowers, but it's really just spiritual gifts. And they keep you low vibrational between the things that we consume. Watch what you consume. The things we watch, the things we hear, the things we ingest in our body. That keeps us low vibrational to the point where we don't ascend to the point where we can access our Akashic records and know that we are actually magical. So just think, as a kid, you watching these cartoons and you watching movies, even if it's like a fairy tale love story, or I don't care what it is, you see things as a kid and you be like, oh, that's cool, I wish I can do that, or I want that when I get older. Now say you grow up and you get older and you find out that you are special, that you have superpowers. The things that you've seen as a kid, you mean to tell me my whole life I could do that? And then to find out that the very people who raised you are the ones who put you in predicaments so that you never woke up to the fact that you were magical, or that who you really were, because they were jealous and envious that those gifts and those talents weren't given to them. You find out one day that you are this magical being, and that your family and your friends and your lovers been trying to get you stuck so that you don't ever know that, so that they can get money and steal it all from you. Ain't that some crazy shit? That's crazy as fuck. So when I asked my guys, that shit was real weird. Operation went around talking all this shit about me because they was jealous of how I looked. That's bad news. It's bad news. For years they was doing this, for my whole life. My whole life. These people want their money back because something was just a daydream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. No, you only get these gifts and these abilities and this much protection if you do the work. And I did the work, and these people thought that they was going to steal from me. Now these people want their money back because it was all a dream. They just hate that I work for myself. They hate that I don't need anybody to give me any money. They mad that I don't have to listen to nobody else. And which is crazy, because in all the years, in all the 8, almost 9 years that I've been working for myself, I never rubbed it in somebody's face, nobody's face. I never made it seem like I was better than anybody because I worked for myself. And I mean, I'm talking about my rent, $1,100, $1,000, plus gas, water, electric. I got 4 kids. I don't get no food stamps. I gotta put gas in my car. You gotta have food in the house. You gotta pay the utilities. They still have to eat, whatever, like all that. I never rubbed that in nobody's face. If only thing I ever did was when I wanted to go on a trip and I wanted to do something, and the person said, oh, I gotta call off of work, or I gotta get them days off of work. I'm so happy I don't have to deal with that. I'm so happy I can just get up and go and do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I mean, in all actuality, I'm really a stay-at-home mom, and my side job is I make enough money to pay my bills. Like, and it's not really a side job, it is actually my career. But if you really want to look into it, I make so much money in a short amount of time. I don't have to put in that many hours at work to come up with the same amount of money as somebody else who work 8, 9 hours a day. That's not my fault that you didn't invest in yourself, that you couldn't think of anything other than going and clocking in to make you money. But these people tried to punish me for that. And the fact that I never blew it and tooted my own horn in these people's face when I could have, it never even was a thought. Because why would I want to make somebody I love feel inferior to me because I work for myself and they got a job? You make your money how you make your money, and I'm gonna make my money how I make my money. If you need to save and I just need to put in a couple hours in one day to come up with the same amount, that's okay. I never blew it in nobody's face. I never rubbed it in nobody's face. And it's so crazy that all my life they've been telling me, oh, I know you're gonna do something, you're gonna have money when you grow up, or you're gonna do this when you grow up, or you're gonna be this type of person when you grow up. Like they always told me that I was gonna have when I grew up. And to think that they always knew who I was and why I would always have, and then they plot and scheme and betray me behind my back to try and take that from me. Child, they hate that I work for myself. It's a destiny swap gone wrong when it comes to this Black Widow. She will not be stealing my destiny. She lost everything for coming for me, because only thing I had to do was ask my vibes, ask my gods. Weird, right? I'm John Wick. I asked them and I said, what's going on here? That's how I found out who I was. I didn't know I was this powerful, mystical being with all this celestial protection, and I didn't know I was hand-selected elixirs. I didn't know that I could alchemize energy. I didn't know that was my abundant property of mine. I didn't know. I asked my gods about this mama. These people, that's why they lost everything for coming for me, because of who I am in the spiritual realm. See, these people are poor. They might have money in the 3D, but spiritually, they're poor. They have nothing. They're rodents in the spiritual realm, and they work with demons and the devil in the physical realm, in the 3D, in order to get things, because they can't manifest. They don't know how to alchemize. They don't have the ability to. They didn't do the work to have the ability to do. This is how I found out who I was. And from the looks of it, I was right. I mean, I'm still alive, ain't I? High Priestess. That's how I found out I was a magical motherfucker. That's how I found out. And I didn't know that was a part of my magic, is that I knew people was lying to me. I didn't know. It's like a lot of the gifts that you have, you wouldn't know that it was a gift. Who would have thought that? Just knowing that somebody lying is a gift. I mean, so remember the other day when I was like, how y'all didn't know he was lying to y'all, and I said that it was obvious? Maybe it is a gift. I didn't know that. High Priestess. My magic is I know when people lying. One of my gifts is I know when people lying. I didn't know that. I don't care who it is. I don't care what the story is. I don't care if I'm watching something on TV. I know you lied. Remember that show, Lie to Me? It used to come on like years ago. I used to watch that show. And remember, it was like an Indian girl. She was on there. And she was like a, what's that thing called? Where you training for a job, but you're like working there, training? Apprentice. She was apprentice with the dude that was the human lie detector test. He like knew the motions on your face, like if you twitched or if you moved your eyebrow or if you rubbed your nose, he knew what that meant. I used to watch that show faithfully, and I remember the one episode. Remember when she like freaked out and she was jealous. She was like, it bothered her that she went to school and had to train for it, and he was like born with the gifts, and he tried to explain to her like, we can both do the same thing regardless if I just know it or if you had to learn. Like, she was getting frustrated because he was quizzing her and she was getting it wrong, and she felt some type of way, whatever. But in that show, I watched that show faithfully, and it's like, damn, I can do that. Like, that's why I was so interested in the show, because how he did his magic is, I knew that stuff already, but I didn't know that I was this high priestess magician. I didn't know that it was magic. I didn't know that was a gift. I didn't know that. And I can read people's mind too. I didn't know that was a gift. I didn't know that I was doing anything. And that's another thing. These people sitting back wondering, how do I do it? They sitting back wondering, how does she do it? And I'm trying to figure out, what am I doing? Do you see the conundrum here? Is that the right word? But sound good. Do you see where it's like, that's why I had to ask my guys, like, what is these people talking about? I didn't know. And even the other day when I was telling y'all how I knew that they treated me different, but it never bothered me. It made me think about when I was in high school, on the last week of school, you know, you do all those activities. So one of the last days of school, my senior year, mind you, we sitting in the class and the teacher was going around asking everybody what they noticed about the school year. I forget the question, but it was about what they noticed. And one of the kids said that I was the only black person in the class. The last week of school, do you know, I looked around that classroom and I was like the whole school year, I had never noticed that I was the only black person in the class. So either God didn't want me to see the bullshit going on around me because I have a bigger mission than to be worried about this little petty bullshit, or maybe that's a gift. If it's not important, I just ignore it. The fact that I had never noticed that, it blew my mind. And the fact that I never noticed that these people, or maybe it's the spell work they were doing on me, who knows at this point. Child, I just can't believe it. I mean, I'm grateful to know who I am now. I'm glad that I know what Akashic records are. I'm glad that I know who the real God is. I'm glad that I awoken the God power within myself and was able to find out all this information. Even regardless of the plots and the plans that they tried to put in my path and to block me and stop me, knowing that they did all this and this shit didn't work because of who I am, because of the magic that I hold, because of who I have always been over lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes. I didn't know none of this. When I say I didn't know none of this, remember, I'm just now starting this journey 3 years ago. 2023 or 2024? 2023. And then by 2024, I watched tarot. And when I say I watched tarot, I mean I studied that shit. I studied it, okay? And I did my research for a whole year. And then the start of this year is when I started pulling my own cards and doing my own readings. I learned and studied for a year, and now we exposing these hoes this year. Go follow my YouTube. Daydream. They thought I was daydreaming, or they wanted to put me in some type of daydream. They missed my healing energy. It was a suicide mission. Everybody been caught. Now they got a brace for impact. Now they miss my healing energy. They want me to come back around. This bitter Betty. They miss me around the functions. They miss me coming around. She bitter because I'm solving my own case using my psychic powers. Tell the truth, shame the devil. And she gonna be like, I don't know what she talking about. Tell the truth, shame the devil on why I don't fuck with you. To quit lying. If you will quit lying, you will stop coming out on this table. If you will stop lying and stay out my energy, then you will stop coming out on my table. I mean, not really, because of everything that you did already, but I mean, at least it wouldn't be every goddamn read. Every read, Rhonda. Child, get your life together. The game is over. It's over. It's okay to give up. It's okay, baby. You gonna be alright. It's okay. Damn, girl. You just gonna keep lying when the facts is out? Yes, kiss your reputation goodbye. Yes, that picture that you painted for everybody, like you just this good-hearted church lady who wouldn't hurt a fly. Everybody know that's a lie now. And if they don't know yet, they soon to find out. So, I mean, child, you gonna get back exactly what you put out. Live by the sword, die by the sword. I know what that say. If you put out death, death will return to you. If you put out happiness and love, that's what's gonna return to you. You lived by the sword, now you're gonna die by that same sword that you was swinging around like you was John Wick. See y'all later.